Anak, sabihin mo kung ano ang nilalaman ng puso mo.
Thank you, Tay!
Tay, naaalala mo ba nung niregaluhan mo ako ng mikropono? Ang sabi mo sa akin, susuportahan mo ko kahit anong gusto ko. Ang lagi mo pang ang bilin, anak, sundin mo kung anong nilalaman ng puso mo.
Ganda talaga.
Lagi mo ring pinapaalala na ako ang pinakamaganda. Mas maganda pa sa mga crush mong artista sa TV. Alam mo ba, Tay? Pinaniwalaan ko yun.
Ako, si Pam Villanueva, nagbabalita.
Hindi mo naman kasi sinabing mahilig ka sa mga palabas na comedy. Yan tuloy. Umasa ako masyado. Hindi ko inakalang iba pala ang pamantayan ng mundo. Hindi ko napaghandaan ang sakit ng mga salita mula sa tao. Ganun pa man, hindi ko kinalimutan ang bilin mo. Tay, ngayong araw, maglalakas loob ulit akong sundin ang laman ng puso ko. Ngayong araw, tutuparin ko ang pangarap nating dalawa. Handa na akong yakapin ng pagkakataong ito. Ano man ang sabihin ng iba.
Good morning, everyone. It's going to be a long and hard journey. There will be a lot of sweat and a lot of tears. I expect a lot from you, but in the end, when you become teacher broadcasters, it'll all be worth it. Are you ready? Yes! Your task at hand is to deliver your lines straight at the camera lens.
Greetings, bright minds! I hope you're having an amazing day. It's me, your English learning buddy.
Good job, DJ. Okay, next. Any volunteers? May nagtatago doon. Teacher Pam. Teacher Pam, I can see you.
Sa pagkakataong ito, babaliin ko ang pamantayan ng mundo.
Magandang wika at maalab na panitikan sa ating lahat, grade 10. Narito kayo ngayon sa classroom ni Miss Pam. Ang mamatanong na kahit sa camera laging umaanggulo, maniwala ka, sasamahan kitang mag-enjoy at matuto. Tatandaan, sa panitikang Filipino, abot kamay mo ang mundo.
Alright!
Haharap ako sa kamera upang magturo. Upang hindi lamang makulong ang mga aral sa 4 na sulok ng silid-aralan. Upang mas maraming bata ang makaalam na ang mga pangarap ay binuo upang matupad.
Okay, teachers, dito nagwawakas ang ating workshop, pero hindi ang inyong training. Bye-bye!
Haharap ako sa kamera upang magturo. Para mas maraming bata ang makaalam na kahit matagal ang proseso ng pangarap, ang mahalagay umuusad. Tay, naaalala mo ba nung niregaluhan mo ko ng mikropono? Hindi ko to nagamit kanina. Pero, nagamit ko lahat ng paalala mo. Hindi na rin pala ako naniniwalang kasing ganda ko ng mga crush mong artista. Pero, mapapanood mo na ako sa TV para sa mas malalim pang advokasya.
na. Ebeng, malilate ka na. Nay, si Ebeng ay pa bumangon, no? Sige, ako na dyan. Maghilamos ka na doon.
Pwede ba sa itong damit, di ba?
Oo, pero malit na sa akin yan, kaya sa'yo na lang. Yan, kasyang-kasya pala sa'yo eh.
Salamat, kuya.
O basta, may kinig ka mabuti mamaya ah. At ito, importante ito ah.
Magandang araw mga bata. Kumusta na kayo? Muli, ako si Teacher Mark. Masaya ako makasama kayo ngayong araw. Natin, lamang
Tungkol sa ating kalusugan. Kaya tara, simulan na natin!
Sasamahan kita kahit isang eroplano ang agwat nating dalawa. Dahil kung nakakapagsalita lamang ang paliparan, ikukwento niya kung ilang beses akong lumingon pabalik sa'yo nung araw na ako'y lumisan. Papalubog ang araw noon at dahan-dahan lumulubog din ang puso ko sa kalungkutan. Ayaw sana kitang iwan. Gusto kitang samahan. Sa mga umagang nagmamadali ka papasok sa eskwela. Gusto kitang damayan sa mga gabing nahihirapan ka sa matematika. Gusto kitang yakapin sa tuwing gusto mo nang sumuko dahil akala mo'y wala kang talento sa pagpinta. Ngunit anak, gusto kong ipaalam sa'yo na ikaw ang nagpinta ng buhay ko. Nang dumating ka, naging makulay ang mundo ko. Ang dating mga baluktot na linya ay naging tuwid. Ang dating madilim na larawan ay nabigyan ng liwanag. Kaya anak, gusto pa rin kitang samahan sa bawat mong karanasan, sa mga tagumpay at kabiguan. Sasamahan kita hanggang marating mo ang mga ulap, hanggang maabot mo ang iyong mga pangarap.
Hello, Ma?
Hello anak, sorry kakatapos lang ng trabaho ni Mama.
Okay lang po, Ma. Kakatapos lang din naman po namin maglaro.
Mukhang nandyan ka ulit sa paborito mong lugar ah. O sige, ready ka na ba? Punta ka na sa DepEd Commons. Math tayo ngayon ha. Saan na nga ulit tayo nahinto kahapon? Sa problem solving na, di ba? Anak, sasamahan kita. Kahit isang eroplano ang agwat nating dalawa.
Good morning and welcome to our division webinar workshop on audio and video-based or multimedia learning format development of online tutorials brought to you by DepEd Angeles. Smells right, serves right. We are currently streaming live on our DepEd Angeles City TV Facebook group page and DepEd Angeles City and Ingenuity Classroom YouTube channel. We hope you are now settled and ready for our 5-day webinar workshop. And so for our first day, may I invite everyone to join us in one spirit for our opening prayer, and please stand by for the playing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Salamat, Panginoon, sa regalo ng buhay na siyang nagsisilbing daluyan ng iyong biyaya sa aming kapwa. Dalangin namin, Panginoon, na magamit namin ang bawat talentong ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. Sa oras na ito, itinataas namin ang aming webinar upang mapaghandaan namin ang pagbabago sa aming pagtuturo. Bigyan niyo po kami ng sapat na talino at kalakasan upang magampanan namin ang misyong ipinagkatiwala mo sa amin. Basbasan niyo po ang bawat mag-aaral at ang kanilang mga magulang sa kanilang mga dinaranas na pagsubok, at ito ay hindi maging balakid sa pagtuklas ng bagong karunungan. Dalangin namin ang bawat leader ng aming departamento na patuloy niyo silang gabayan sa mga desisyon at pagpaplano para sa kapakanan ng bawat isa. Panginoon, buong pagpapakumbaba kaming humihingi ng iyong kapatawaran para sa mga pagkakataong kami natakot at humina ang aming pananampalataya sa gitna ng krisis ng mundo. Dalangin namin, Panginoon, pagkalooban niyo po kami ng grasya na kami ay maging matatag at kami magtiwala sa inyong mga salita na hindi mo kami pababayaan. Ang lahat ng ito ay aming panalangin sa pangalan ng aming Panginoong Hesus. Amen.
There you go. Once again, magandang buhay at mabuting tao po sa lahat ng ating pong kaguruan sa DepEd Angeles City. Good morning po and welcome to our division webinar workshop on audio and video-based or multimedia learning format development of online tutorials brought to you by DepEd Angeles City. Smiles bright, serves right. And to formally start our webinar for this first day, may I invite our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Fernandina P. Ochenko, for her welcome remarks. Good morning po, ma'am.
Good morning, Adrian. Ipatay, namatay siya.
Yes po. Hello, ma'am. Okay na po ba?
Nag-update lang yung aking, yung aking cellphone. Nag-update lang siya.
Sige po. Antabay lang po tayo, mga kasama. Okay, habang iniintay po natin si Dr. Ochenko, batiin muna po natin ang lahat ng mga kasama po sa DepEd Angeles City sa iba't ibang learning area. Kasama po ang ating mga division personnel, ang ating po mga supervisors or education program supervisors. Gayon din po ang training management team. Alam niyo po, marami po silang ginawang preparation para po tayo ay makasabay sa trend po na tinatawag po nating paradigm shift po sa education, lalo na po ngayon sa pandemic. Because we are now trying to exploit the advantages of technology para tuloy-tuloy po ang pag-deliver natin ng ating quality of education sa ating pong mga mag-aaral. So later on po, huwag niyo pong kakalimutan, meron po tayong mga links na dapat i-accomplish. Nandyan po, sana nakapag-attendance po kayo at na-share po ang lahat ng attendance links sa ating pong mga group chats na meron tayo per learning area. Gayun din, pwede rin yun pong i-review ang mga functions po ng bawat positions or designations na mayroon po tayo sa production, gaya po ng executive producer, segment producer, etc. At sa mga kasama po na nahihirapan po sa pag-review ng ating pong mga sessions for this 5-day webinar, meron po tayong iba't ibang link kung saan nyo po mapapanood ang live streaming na ito. Una po, nandyan po ang Facebook group page, ang Angeles City or ACTV DepEd Angeles City Facebook group, kung saan naka-add po tayo dapat doon. At later on po, ipa-flash po namin ang link or isi-share po natin sa bawat group chat ng mga learning area po para makapasok po tayo. At kung meron pa po tayong mga kasama na hindi pa po tayong naka-add sa ACTV DepEd Angeles City Facebook group page, pwede po natin silang i-add kung friend naman po natin sila. And right now, di ko po alam ilan ang expect nating viewers, pero meron po tayong 108. Medyo fluctuating po ang number. Merong bumababa, tumataas. So therefore, kung nahihirapan po tayo sa connection, pwede po nating balikan ang learning session na ito dahil ito po ay recorded. Pwede nyo rin po itong panoorin sa ating ibang platform gaya ng ating Ingenuity Classroom, Facebook or YouTube channel. Gayon din ang DepEd Angeles City Official YouTube channel. Okay. Okay na po ba si ma'am?
Konti na lang. Konti na lang.
Okay po. So habang hinihintay po natin si ma'am, pwede po tayong mag-attendance sa ating link na naka-post po sa ating Facebook group page. Makikita nyo po doon, around 53 minutes po naka-post po ang ating link doon. Huwag nyo pong kakalimutan. And then, when you register, make sure that you have the correct spelling of your name para pagdating sa certificate, hindi po tayo magka-problema. Okay. Kung yung iba po ay nahihirapan sa Facebook group page, pwede po kayong pumunta sa ating YouTube channel, ang Ingenuity Classroom at ang DepEd Angeles City Official channel. Meron po kaming program and links na nakalagay po sa ating Google Docs or spreadsheet. Nandun po ang link ng lahat po ng ating mga session. So kung wala po kayong link, paki-mention nyo lang po sa ating mga group chat at makikita nyo po doon. Yan, mukhang ready na po si ma'am.
Ina po ako.
Sige po. Good morning po.
Yan, good morning Sir Adrian. Sorry po sa technical problems. Yan. So, good morning everyone. My respect to our beloved Superintendent Dr. Maria Irene P. Tamayo, our chief of the OIC chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Madam Ana Marla Magtoto, our chief of the SGOD, Madam Lynn Villarin Lansangan, our public schools district supervisors, education program supervisors, school heads who are present with us virtually, no? Our select teachers, yan, ang mag-workshop, ang mag-seminar for 5 days. O, no, mga of course, our proponents po, no, Madam Emily Sarmiento, Dr. Ems, Sir Noel Raganit, Sir Avenir, Madam si Sir yung bunubuo ng LRMDS po, no, baka si Sir Dennis, and of course si Madam Arceli, our HR, no. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. So sa inyo pong lahat, isa pong magandang umaga, masayang umaga, ligas na maghapon na sa ating pong lahat. Good morning po sa ating lahat. It always seems impossible until it is done. This is according to Nelson Mandela. So sabi niya, it always seems impossible until it's done. Sometimes, when we received a memorandum regarding our initial reactions are, another training na naman yan in this time of pandemic pa naman, no? We know a lot already and we have a lot in our plates already. Puno na yung aming mga baso at ang aming mga plato sa mga kaalaman. I understand well, no, as a former teacher, no, supervisor, head teacher, school head, I understand now that yes, I understand your reactions, especially now, no, during these trying times of COVID-19 pandemic. To the organizers of this webinar, no, na sinabi ko kanina ng ating LRMDS team, no, creative team, no, Sir Noel, Ma'am Emily, Sir Avenir, no, I commend you coming up with this topic, which is very much relevant, no, in our current situation where our students are on a distance learning. Okay? Alam naman po natin, no, modules are not enough, no? Yung printed modules. So we have, if this pandemic will still go on for example, to have a herd immunity, mga isang taon pa, no? So we need other platforms po, no? Other ways of educating our children. Let me share you some learnings I got from the book Cascades, How to Create a Movement That Drives Transformational Change by Greg Sattel. No, sabi niya, in a nutshell, the author identified 6 principles of creating transformational change. Number 1, take note po, no? Identify a keynote change. The first step towards creating change is to articulate what you want it to look like, or defining a vision of tomorrow. Ano ba ang vision ng ating LRMDS team, no? Para sa atin, sa DepEd Angeles City. Sa ating, yun, malilay down po nila sa loob ng 5 araw ng ating pag-webinar. So yung una po is identify a keystone change. The first step towards creating change is to articulate what you want it to look like, or defining a vision of tomorrow. Number 2, make a plan. Having an idea for change is only the start. You must also identify who are involved and needed to bring change about. So sino ba yung mga involved? So ngayon, nandito po sila, no? Number 3, build a network of small groups. Kaya nga parang tutorial session siya, no? So build a network of small groups. Successful movements are rooted in networks. We should create small networks that will be connected to small networks that support each other. Number 4, indoctrinate genomes of values. there must be shared values. Dapat po pare-parehas tayo ng values, right? So, shared ang values natin. Like, for example, we want our children to learn through 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 modules, not only through modules, but also through what's this? Through the videos, then shared po yung ating values. So there must be an understanding of the objectives that we strive to achieve and must be shared by everyone. Number 5, so very powerful po yung number 4. Dapat we must have a shared values and there must be an understanding of what we would like to achieve. What are our objectives in this 5-day seminar? After this, ano ang ating magiging output? Yeah. Number 5, create platforms for participation, mobilization, and connection. To deliver better results, you must invite active participation and connectivity. So, dapat lagi tayong connected, yan, lagi tayong participative, yan, lagi tayong yung merong connection talaga, no? Tapos number 6, no? Ayun ang ating huli, survive victory. Every change has an immediate goal. However, once those immediate goals have been achieved, no, were achieved, change often fall apart afterwards. Pagkatapos doon, nawawala na kasi nakuha na natin yung ating gusto. Therefore, there must be constant follow-up so continuous support and assistance can be provided. So, 6 po yun, no? 6 po yun. So, if you have a chance po to grab that book, kahit sa ebook lang, no? Please read, no? Ang ating libro ay yung Cascades, How to Create a Movement that Drives Transformational Change by Greg Sattel, which is now, no? Which is now being done by our very own LRMDS group headed by Madam Emily. Yan. So I commend all participants for sharing their time. Thank you, dear teachers. No, and I hope that you will learn a lot from this 5-day webinar and tuturuan kayo tapos pagkatapos on your own. No, I think you are going to make your own videos po, no? Yan. So thank you po for taking time po, no? This is a 5-day webinar, no? Please let us learn from this po, no? And congratulations to the organizers for this very valuable webinar, which is not only useful in this critical period, but even after this pandemic, these videos, your outputs will still be in use. Yan, so muli po, isa pong magandang umaga, masayang umaga at ligtas na umaga sa ating lahat. Thank you so much and thank you so much also to our very own facilitator, Dr. Dr. Adrian Tamayo. Good morning po everyone and mabuhay po ang Division of Angeles City.
There you go. Thank you so much for your insightful and inspiring welcome remarks, Dr. Fernandina P. Ochenko, ang ating pong Assistant Schools Division Superintendent ng DepEd Angeles City. Na-promote po ako agad sa kanya. Thank you so much. And so, for us to have a better grasp of our webinar workshop for this week, may I call on the LRMDS Education Program Supervisor, Dr. Emily F. Sarmiento, for her statement of the purpose. Good morning po, ma'am.
Thank you, Sir Adrian, and good morning to everyone po. Good morning to our SDS, Madam Irene Tamayo. Magandang umaga po. And also thank you, Ma'am Dines, for that very inspiring, very inspiring words niyo po, no? Salamat po sa inyo and sa presence po ninyo. I'd like also to greet all the supervisors po na kasama dito at lahat ng members ng TWG and also all the participants to this 5-day webinar workshop. So sabi po, many were called but few were chosen. So consider yourselves very lucky po for being here because you are one of the few chosen to participate in this webinar. So the title of our webinar is Webinar Workshop on Audio and video-based multimedia learning format, development of online tutorial sessions from April 26th today until the 30th of this month. And I'd like to also greet the other proponents. Ako lang po yung pinaka-lead proponent, pero kasama ko po dito ang ating mga education program supervisors. Okay? So let me go on the rationale first po. Bakit tayo nagkaroon ng ganitong webinar? Okay, so last year po, no, na bulaga tayo dahil sa pandemic. But our SDO, through the leadership of Ma'am Irene and our CID chief, Ma'am Lourdes, did not stop doing everything in order to make sure that education will not stop. Okay, so we had our webinar on the development of LAS. So naitawid po natin, no? So yung ating school year 2020-2021 at ngayon po ay patapos na dahil po doon sa mga last na dinevelop ng ating mga writers sa pangunguna po ng ating mga EPSS. So modular learning has been used as an alternative delivery. However, issues like difficulty in understanding some contents of LAS were noted to have been one of the hindering factors why mastery of the lesson is not attained. Now, we believe that there are also some teachers, or a lot of teachers have already started producing their own video lessons, but will that suffice? No? Ano pa po ba ang pwedeng gawin natin on our end in order to reach out, no? Ma-reach out po natin ang mga estudyante. So, do we need to level up? Okay, so ano po ba yung dapat natin gawin? Kaya, it is for this reason that this training is proposed to train a core group from all learning areas who will in turn train the teachers to prepare learning resource materials in multimedia form to easily facilitate the lessons. So these are the objectives. Sir Noel, yun pong objectives natin. Okay, so first, apply the principles and strategies of multimedia learning format. Produce engaging multimedia resources and or sessions, and train teachers to conduct online sessions. Okay, next po, sir. I will be walking you through sa ating matrix for the next few days po. So for our first day, okay, so this is our first day. By the way, our facilitators po are experienced, and as far as expertise is concerned, expert din po sila, no, sa larangan ng paggawa ng online sessions. Actually, we have invited some speakers from the central office at may konting adjustment lang po sa ating schedule. Dahil po sinamahan po tayo ng originally 3 pong mga speakers from central office, pero sinamahan pa po tayo ng iba pang mga kasama dun sa pool, headed by Sir Mark Hamisal. So sa first day po, the first lecture will be about theoretical foundations of video production, to be facilitated by Sir Art David Quiambao. And our speakers or facilitators will be properly introduced po during their time. And then after his talk, we'll have Ma'am Florence De Vera and Ma'am Princess Sanggalang for the script writing fundamentals. In the afternoon, we shall have our speaker from the central office. So kung kakilala nyo po siya, si Sir Mark Anthony Hamisal sa E2 Live. He will be talking about preparation, delivery, and consideration in online video tutorial episodes. And then the last speaker for the day will be Sir Noel Viganit, who will be talking about or giving us overview of the strategic implementation of the program. For day 2, the first will be about how to prepare engaging and compelling interactive presentations. And this will be courtesy of Ma'am Ida Crislin Mercado. Followed by StreamYard training and production by Sir Noel. And then personality development, how to prepare for video tutorial episodes by Miss Maria Monica Francisco, Adept Ed TV talent po, no? And then the last for day 2 will be video production lecture demonstration by Mr. Michael Manabat. For day 3, the first will be about basic camera setting, and then followed by translating lesson plans to TV scripts, and then the 10 simple steps in songwriting, and then voice acting for television and radio, basic video editing, content quality assurance. All these topics will be handled by our friends from the central office. And then for day 4, okay, so ang session po will be from 8:30 to 9:30, and the topic is about multimedia introduction, layout, and photography. This will be given to us by Sir Litos Santo Domingo. And the rest of the day will be the workshop, and which will be handled by the respective EPSS po, no? Okay. And for day 5, yan. Ito na po yung day 5, presentation of workshop outputs per learning area or test run via Angeles City FB group. And this will be elaborated po, no, as we go on. And if you have read po our memo for this webinar, it was stated po that the teacher who will be demonstrating will be given a certificate of recognition. Okay, so we had a shift from originally po from Microsoft Teams, but we thought that it would be much better if we do it on a live stream po, no? So that we will be able to record din po, no? Everything will be recorded, and whatever episode you would like to view, you will be viewing that particular episode only. Ma-archive po lahat ito. So if you will be cascading it po sa ating mga teachers, it will be very easy for everyone. So I hope that you will all enjoy this seminar workshop or this webinar. Happy working po with you. Good morning once again, and God bless us all.
Okay, there you go. Thank you so much po, Dr. Emily F. Sarmiento, ang ating pong LRMDS Education Program Supervisor. So, sana po lahat po ng kasama natin ay nakasettle na. Just in case, if you will be having technical difficulty during the sessions, sa buong 5 days po, yan po ay actually kaya nakaseparate po ang mga streaming, each topic po, for easy archiving at madali nyo pong makita or ma-playback ang lahat po ng sessions. Do not forget po, let us take advantage of these sessions dahil we do not have this kind of session every time na free. So this is actually a free upskilling for our teachers na sana ay ma-take advantage po natin. And eventually, pagka nakapick up po tayo dito, pwede po nating i-roll out sa ating pong kani-kanyang mga school base. So sana ready na po ang ating first speaker. Introduce ko na po. Okay, ang ating pong first speaker ay graduate of Bachelor of Elementary Education at Angeles University Foundation, and he also completed his Master of Arts in Education, major in Curriculum Instruction with Distinguished Master's Thesis Award. Siya po ay currently Assistant School English Coordinator, Animator and Motion Graphic Designer, video editor ng Santo Rosario Elementary School. At ang kanyang mga speakership po na kanyang pong ginampanan ay isa po sa ating pong mga development of Araling Panlipunan and Balik Kasaysayan Digital Travelogue. Ganon din po ang online training on video production for TV-based lesson at marami pa pong iba. Siya po ay nakatanggap ng mga award gaya ng Outstanding School Leader, Best Rosarian Teacher Contributor at Division Interactive Video Lesson 2nd Place awardee po siya. Friends, let us please welcome po ang ating first speaker, si Sir Art David or David L. Quiambao. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sir Adrian.
Sige po, sir. Kamusta po?
Okay lang po. I hope everyone is doing well.
So ano po ang ating topic kasi for this morning? Ating pong first topic ay
Theoretical foundation of video production.
Yan, this is very important for us to have a better grasp of production po ng ating mga video lessons. Sige po, take it away po, sir.
Okay. Once again, thank you so much, Sir Adrian, for that warm introduction. Again, a pleasant morning to all our teacher participants, to our EPSS, PSDSS, and our ASDS, Dr. Fernandina Ochenko, and to everyone present in our FB page and YouTube channel. Good morning po and magandang buhay. As we still battle out the pandemic up to this time, teachers and school administrators continuously seek for the sustenance of education. We cannot hide the fact that we are still facing numerous adjustments, adapting to new changes and challenges in the teaching and learning process. Different countries around the world has responded positively with the health crisis we are facing right now, which is the COVID-19 pandemic. By adopting different learning modalities, one of which is yung tinatawag nating distance learning using modular distance learning by utilizing printed modules, activity sheets, and digital modules. We also have the online learning and yung paggamit nga natin ng radio-based instruction and TV-based instruction. At this point, I'm going to talk about the theoretical foundation of video production. Okay. So what is educational television? Educational television is the use of television programs in the field of distance education. It may be in the form of individual television programs or dedicated specialty channels. I think hindi po lumilipat yung ating slide. Ayan, okay. So what is educational television? Educational television is the use of television programs in the field of distance education. It may be in the form of individual television programs or dedicated specialty channels. So educational televisions or ETV is one of the popular and most effective medias, and it plays a vital role in delivery of learning. It has been utilized in promoting distance learning or remote learning. An educational video is a film whose primary purpose is to educate using the television. In the social aspects of television, several studies have found that ETV has many advantages. The good things about television, it can be a very powerful tool and effective learning tool for children if used wisely. So what is really the reason behind the utilization of video in teaching? The use of educational videos is actually anchored to the cone of learning experience designed by Edgar Dale. Edgar Dale's cone of experience is a visual representation of the types of experiences people encounter as they prepare to process the knowledge and convert it into understanding. Dale mentioned that humans can encounter different types of experiences. Each level of experience results in a different level of effectiveness as it relies on the process of knowledge. So ano po ba yung ini-imply ng the cone of learning experience ni Edgar Dale? So in the Edgar Dale cone of learning experience shows that our students tend to remember 10% of what we ask them to read. Like for instance, when we give them reading passages, reading selections, textbooks, or articles, only 10% lang ang kanilang natatandaan. Next, 20% from what they hear can be remembered. Like when the teacher discusses, or when the teacher talks, or when the teacher provides lecture. Kapag ang teacher po ay nagsasalita o kaya naman nagdi-discuss siya sa entire class hours, 20% lang po nun ang kanilang natatandaan. And 30% naman po can be remembered when we show them pictures, illustrations, pictographs, or infographics. And dito naman po pumapasok ang paggawa po ng educational videos wherein 50% of what they see and hear can be remembered because it is found in the middle of the cone of experience. Video materials belong to the most powerful tools in educational process because they provide simultaneous with auditory and visual information. Dalawa po ang sensory na tinatarget po ng ating video lessons or educational television. Nandito po yung paggamit po ng auditory at the same time visual. Meron naman po tayong tinatawag na active, wherein 70% of what they say can be remembered. And this one is more complex because it requires the active participation of our learners, getting their reactions, impromptu speeches, or even reporting. Kapag naman po nagsalita sila, at the same time, gumawa sila, 90% po doon ay kanilang natatandaan. And the bottom part of this diagram shows the most concrete and has the highest learning experience. This is commonly known to us as the learning by doing. Okay, so let's have a short icebreaker. Let's have a game. If you want to participate po, you can type in your answer in our chat box. So our game is entitled Guess the Picture Puzzle. And our clue is Pinoy TV shows for kids that absolutely define our childhood. Okay po, let's begin with the level 1. Ayan, tingnan po natin yung ating mga participants. Kung meron na tayong, ayan. What do you think is the picture behind the puzzle? Ano kayang program po ito? Pwede po tayong mag-comment ng ating mga sagot sa ating comment section. Ayan, very good po. Meron na pong sumagot. Ang una pong nakasagot ay si Ma'am Maricar Nicdao. Siniskwela. Okay, let's see. Let's reveal the picture. Okay, very good. Correct, Ma'am Maricar. The first TV program is Siniskwela. Let's have the next level. Ano kayang program ito na napapanood natin during our childhood? If my memory serves me right, siguro nasa 90s po ito, no? Ayan, Batibot by Ay, sino po yung unang nakasagot? Si Sir Norwin. Congratulations, Sir Norwin. Your answer is correct. Next is, how about this picture puzzle? Sino po kaya ang makakahula ng ating next level? Sige po. Yan. Ayan, apple. Correct. Sino po ang unang nakasagot? Ayan, si Sir Norwin Malonzo again. Correct, sir. Congratulations, Sir Norwin. Next naman po is the level 4. Anong educational TV program po kaya ito? Yan, inaabangan po natin ito, di ba, nung bata po tayo. Ano kayang, ayun, Once Upon a Time. Ayan, DepEd Angeles City Official. Your answer is correct. Next, how about this one? Habang as we get along, dumadami po yung puzzle pieces, no, na hinuhulaan po natin. Ano po kayang program ito? Ito, inaabangan din natin ito, yung iconic na logo. Ayan, Hiraya Manawari. Correct, no? Ang sagot po is Hiraya Manawari, Sir RJ Calagwas. Thank you so much, sir. Your answer is correct. Okay, how about this one? Ano po kayang program ito? No? Educational TV program in the Philippines. Ito medyo kapag nag-air ito, marami tayong natututunan during our childhood. Ayan. O, meron na pong nakasagot. Ang una pong nakasagot ay si Ma'am Maylene Balagtas. Okay, ang sagot niyo po is Tinik. Tama po kaya? Okay, congratulations po. Tama po ang inyong sagot. Let's talk about the history of Philippine educational television. So back in school year 1995 to 1996, a surge in educational TV programs took place. The said school year saw the establishment of 2 different series of educational programs, which includes the ETV and the Constel. Yung ETV po means educational television, while Constel means continuing education via television. So, the ETV series initially consisted of the following programs. Meron po tayong Siniskwela, Hiraya Manawari, and Bayani. The Siniskwela is the flagship program of the ETV series, which tackles a variety of topics related to elementary science, health, and technology, while Hiraya Manawari focuses on the fantasy stories with lesson on good values and morals, while Bayani discusses the historic Filipino heroes through a dramatic retelling of their struggles and triumphs. I can still remember nung kabataan po natin, yung childhood natin, kapag pinapanood po natin yung mga programs nito, ng mga ito, talagang tumatagos po sa ating puso. No? Hindi lang po sila basta educational programs. They bring to our children a lot of aspects, no? Good aspects, na dyan po yung mga values, yung mga morals na pwede nilang matutuhan. And of course, yung concepts ng mga subjects, no? The ETV series introduced 3 other programs a few years later, consisting of Matinik, Apple, and Pahina. Matinik features lessons related to elementary mathematics. Apple naman po, it examines the proper use of elementary English in our everyday conversation, while Pahina shows classical Filipino literature through dramatization of social stories. Ano naman po kaya yung mga programs na naipalabas po ng Constel, no? Constel is it was broadcasted in PTB 4, and the series consisted of the following programs. Number 1 is the Science Made Easy. The next one is the Chemistry in Action, and the last one is Physics in Our Everyday Life. Yung Science Made Easy po, it is a telecourse for elementary students that features lessons on basic science. While Chemistry in Action, it is also a telecourse for high school students naman na nafi-feature po yung mga lessons sa chemistry. While Physics in Everyday Life, it is also a telecourse for college students that features lessons on physics. Meron din tayong Constel English. Yung Constel English naman, it is a series or a telecourse for high school student or students that features lesson on English language and grammar. So ito po yung mga educational televisions na naipalabas sa ating mga TV during 90s. And currently, we have our DepEd TV. Ang DepEd TV po ay pwedeng mapanood sa IBC 13 as well as sa Solar Learning, GMA for the Box, or kung wala pong television yung mga bata, pwede po nilang mapanood sa YouTube channel. No, i-search lang po yung DepEd TV and pwede po silang mag-subscribe. And we also have the local version of the DepEd TV, yung na mapapanood po sa CLTV 36. No, yung one of their programs or TV programs, yung tinatawag po nating Fernandino Kids. And then I hope our division can also put up a platform which can showcase educational videos. Pwede po tayong gumamit ng YouTube channel. Even in our own school, pwede po tayong gumawa ng YouTube channel or official YouTube channel o kaya naman sa ating official FB page wherein we can upload our educational videos for our learners. Now let's talk about the strengths of videos. So videos create a more engaging sensory experience than using print materials alone. Learners actually get to see and hear the concept being taught, and they can process it at the same way they process in their everyday interaction. And it provides a go-to resource that can be watched from anywhere. With an internet connection, videos are accessible on a multitude of devices, including laptops, tablets, and smartphones. This allows for viewing for our students convenience and from wherever they are. So napakadali pong i-access ng ating mga videos. Even offline, pwede po nating i-save sa kanilang mga devices so that they can watch the videos over and over again. Next is videos increase knowledge retention. Since they can be stopped and replayed as many times as needed, they can also be reviewed long after the initial lesson was taught. So ayun, no, it has the playback power. Paulit-ulit, pwede nilang panoorin. So kapag napapanood po nila ito ng paulit-ulit, mas nare-retain po yung knowledge sa mga bata. Next, videos are great. They greatly assist in the learning of all subjects. But particularly those topics that are complex and or highly visual, such as step-by-step process or procedures, problem solving, and science and math formulas. So it could help our students to understand better concepts in science and mathematics. They increase proficiency in digital literacy, which are important with the 21st century skills. Lalo na po ngayon, yung mga kinikater natin ay mga 21st learners, no? Videos increase students' engagement. which it turns help boost achievement. If students are interested in the materials, they will process and remember it better. Next is they offer the flexibility to pause, rewind, or skip throughout the video to have class discussion or review particular areas. If they don't understand a particular area, pwede po nilang ulit-ulitin. No? They enable teachers to create, the next one is they enable teachers to create a flipped classroom or even blended learning environment. No? Videos are also beneficial to teachers who teach in the traditional classroom setup. Hindi lang po ngayong pandemic, even before, talagang ginagamit na po natin yung videos in the classroom. Next, digital videos facilitate remote learning opportunities, no? So that teachers can reach students from all over the world, especially now that face-to-face learning is not even possible. No? And they provide opportunities for students' feedback and assistance. Videos serve as our supplementary materials. No? Through videos, it could help our students who are unable to attend classes or who need tutoring o kaya naman review sessions. Pwede po nilang panuorin nga ng paulit-ulit. Okay? Let us talk about naman po the weaknesses of videos. Kung meron siyang mga strengths, of course, meron din po siyang mga weaknesses. So ano-ano po yung mga weaknesses na pwedeng na meron tayo sa videos? One weakness is it is more expensive than other media. Actually, it is more expensive than other media because mas mahal po ang pwedeng magastos sa pagbuo ng video kaysa sa ibang media tulad po ng print o kaya naman libro, no? Yung ating mga modules. At mas nangangailangan po ito ng maraming oras, no? Sapat na oras at panahon para mabuo po ito. Next, it requires a facilitator. Unlike sa mga modules, kahit po hindi or wala po ang teacher sa tabi ng bata, our students or our pupils can still answer our learning modules. Sa paggawa po ng video, nangangailangan po tayo ng isang tao, no, ng isang teacher to narrate, to demonstrate, or magsisilbi po siyang talents or sa pagdidiscuss po ng mga concepts na ipapakita po natin sa video. And lastly, videos or a video is a hardware dependent. Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng hardware dependent? Marami po kasing pwedeng maranasan sa pagbuo ng video dahil ito po ay hardware dependent like yung power interruption, compatibility, file corruption, at marami pa pong iba na pwede po nating makaharap sa pagbuo po ng ating video. Okay, next is the benefits of videos. TV can help a child's intellect. In many studies, researchers have observed how educational programs can aid in boosting children's intellect. Surprisingly, children aged 2 to 7 who watch a few hours of educational television programs per day perform better on academic tests than those who didn't watch. No? They also found children who spent most of their television time watching shows like cartoons scored lower than those who viewed educational ones. Therefore, it is important to monitor what our students are watching and show them educational programs as opposed to simply letting them watch cartoons. Next, TV can be a teacher for children. Whatever your child may be interested in, there is likely an educational show on that subject. Television is a great way to open your child's mind to a variety of things and help them learn about topics they may not be exposed to school. So yung television po it can be a supplementary method to teaching children, especially now that face-to-face is not even possible. The next one is TV can show children things they wouldn't see otherwise. Without television, most children would never able to see amazing things like exotic animals, no? Different cultures, and beautiful cities. For example, yung nature shows and history programs are great resources for our children, no? Teaching children about creatures and places that they've never heard or hindi pa po nila napupuntahan. Our students can learn from this type of media in order to appreciate and understand the world around them. The next one is TV can provide good role models for children. When children watch television, they are bound to be influenced by characters they see. By allowing our students to watch shows with characters who promote positive messages like healthy living and helping others will influence them to make good choices in life. Okay, let us now proceed to the video production process. So the video production process includes the pre-production, the production, and the post-production. Ano po ba yung ginagawa natin sa pre-production? The pre-production includes all the preparatory activities before the actual shooting. It is essential to do the planning, research, problem solving, and organization necessary to set your video project up to be successful. So dito na yung conceptualizing, planning with the production team, script writing, including the storyboard making, and choosing the equipments needed, and even the location. Ano naman po yung ginagawa natin sa production? Kapag production naman po, the production is actually the shooting time or the shooting day. Dito na po tayo magre-record ng ating video footage. Dito na po tayo magsi-setup or gagawa or i-materialize yung ating script, no? And the last one is the post-production. It is the last phase because it includes all the activities after shooting. Nandyan na po yung editing, testing, and viewing, as well as evaluating process with the production team. And of course, yung pag-export po ng ating video. To simplify, meron po akong in-include na chart, no? Yung production process, with ito nga po, which includes the pre-production, production, and the post-production. And then the actions are for pre-production, work completed before the content creation. Kailangan tapos na po lahat ng mga content before tayo mag-shoot ng ating video. And then for the production, work that results in physical creation of the content. No? Doon na po yung ating shooting time or shooting day. While the post-production is assembling the content into a deliverable. Kumbaga, the editor or yung tao na yon, siya yung mag-assemble lahat ng mga footage, sound effects, illustrations sa pagbuo ng ating video. No? And then meron po tayong example sa pre-production, which includes planning, script writing, and even scouting. Sa production naman po, meron tayong video, recording of video, o kaya naman audio recording. And of course, kung nangangailangan po tayo ng photographs, nandun na rin po yung pagtitake ng mga pictures. While for the post-production naman, nandun yung editing, animating, then exporting. So kapag gumagawa po tayo ng videos, sino-sino po yung mga tao na kailangan po natin para mabuo yung ating video. So let's talk about the functions of the production staff. Actually, kapag gumagawa po tayo ng video, mas nangangailangan po tayo ng mas maraming tao. Pero pwede naman po kung hindi naman ganun karami yung ating human power, pwede naman po kahit ito lang. Kasi po ito yung mga major roles talaga na hindi pwedeng mawala sa pagbuo ng ating video. No? Number 1 is the script writer. No? And then number 2 is the content editor. Number 3, the illustrator. Number 4, the animator or the motion graphics designer. And lastly, the video editor. So ano po ba yung job ng scriptwriter? The scriptwriter should discuss the instructional design and content format. No? They must explain the instructional design and content format with the entire production team, which includes the script and the sequence of the content. The next one is apply curriculum standards in the video. No? The scriptwriter should make sure that the content is aligned with the curriculum standards and the required learning competency, yung tinatawag po nating MELC, no? Most Essential Learning Competency. Kailangan naka-align po lahat ng ating content dun sa DepEd standards. And then ensure the correctness of the content. Ano po ba yung ensure the correctness? Kailangan our content should be free from any errors like typographical errors, grammatical errors, factual errors, computational errors, even the visual images. Kailangan ma-achieve po natin dito yung 100% accuracy. The next one is ensure the follow appropriate guidelines. No, kailangan nga dapat nakasunod tayo sa DepEd standards. And then last one is ensure proper citation. Ano po ba yung paano po ba tayo mag-cite ng ating mga sources? All the pictures, all the materials na nakuha natin sa ibang resources should be cited and lifted correctly. No, kailangan wag po nating kalimutan na i-cite lahat ng mga resources po natin. The next one is the content editor. The first job of the content editor is to comply or to check, no, if the content is a curriculum compliant standard. So the content editor should initially check if the content is compliant with the curriculum standard. He or she makes sure that the competency is aligned. The next one is check the accuracy of the script. He must also check if the script is free from any errors, like the fonts, kung readable ba yung fonts natin, visual violations, or even social content violations. Next, make recommendations. If corrections are seen or made, he needs to give recommendations. We should write comments, recommendations, and suggestion. The next one is suggests changes when necessary. No? We can rewrite or revise portion of the content if necessary. Lalo na po kapag kung ito ay makakatulong sa para maging mas maganda yung ating content, no? Mas maging accurate yung ating content. The next one is coordinate with the team members regarding the content standards. The content editor should also inform and coordinate with the team the content standards regarding with the issues and concern on content and pedagogical standards prior to submission and approval of the printed content of the video. The next one is the illustrator. The illustrator should take responsibility with the visuals of the video. No? They must consult and articulate with the development team for the visuals needed for the video to be developed following the DepEd standards. Kailangan parati tayong nagpa-follow ng DepEd standards natin. The next one is conceptualize visual elements to reinforce text. The illustrator must conceptualize the visual elements such as lines, shapes, textures, as well as the composition of the illustrations needed to reinforce and add clarifications with the text, no? Para ma-support po natin yung text, para mag-add po ng clarifications, and of course, para maging creative po yung ating video. And the last one is make the storyboard. He must visualize the entire scene or process using the storyboard for the production team. Kasi po yung ating production team will be looking at the storyboard on how will the sequence or kung ano po yung sequence na nakabaloob po sa ating script, kailangan naka-include po sa ating storyboard. The next one is the animator or motion graphics designer. The animator and motion graphics designer should consult with the development team on the visuals. No, development team. This includes yung ating design plan, concept, no, and layout for the motion graphics for our video. The next one is provide and improve the visuals. So he or she must also provide enhancement regarding with the visuals, following of course the DepEd standards using other media. Pwede po tayong gumamit ng other media, no? Marami po tayong pwedeng magamit na media sa pag-develop po ng animation motion graphics, no? And the last one is transform the visuals into animation. He must also design and create enticing motion graphics for video deliverables. Create and deliver motion graphics in various media. And the last one is the video editor. Ito po yung pinaka-final or pinaka-responsible sa pagbuo po ng ating video, no? His first job is to manage video recordings and editing, no? He is responsible for editing, assembling recorded raw materials into a suitable finished product ready for broadcasting. The materials may include the camera footage, the dialogue, the sound effects, graphics, and special effects. And of course, to finalize the video. Pag-usapan naman po natin yung ating camera angles and shot distance. Kung meron po tayong instruction sa radio-based, sa radio broadcasting, meron din po tayong instruction sa camera. Ito po yung tinatawag nating camera angles and shot distance. So, yung una niyo pong nakikita is yung high angle. The next one is the eye level, and the last one is the low angle. Actually po, ito pong mga camera angles na ito, meron po silang psychological implication sa ating mga viewers, sa ating mga audience. Yung number one, as you can see, the high level, it is also known as the bird's eye view. Kasi po, kung ano po yung nandun sa taas, kung nasa taas po yung ibon, yun po yung view na nakikita niya. Kaya po tinatawag siyang bird's eye view. Yung eye level naman po, ito yung commonly used na ginagamit natin sa mga sa ating mga angles. Ito po yung eye level, no? Katulad po kapag sa real life, kapag naglalakad po tayo, usually naka-eye level po yung ating mga mata or yung ating ulo, no? And the last one is the low angle, or also known as the worm's view. Kung meron po tayong bird's eye view, meron tayong worm's eye view. Yung worm's eye view naman po, kung ano po yung nakita sa ilalim. No? The high-level shot, the camera points down at your subject. It usually creates a feeling of inferiority or looking down on your subject. This photo is lifted from the studiobinder.com. So, yun po yung implication ng high-level shots. Kapag nagka-high-level shots po tayo, ang ibig sabihin po is parang minamata po natin yung ating mga audience. No? The next one is the eye-level shot. An eye-level shot refers to when the level of your camera is placed at the same height as the eyes of the characters in your frame. Yung eye level naman is neutral naman po siya. Wala po siyang any negative or positive implication, psychological implication. While the low-level shot frames the subject from below their eye lines. These camera shots most often emphasize power dynamics between characters. Parang nagiging superior po sila, yung implication po nito, no? Parang nagiging dominant kapag po naka low level shot po tayo. Let's talk about naman po yung ating shot distance. Check ko lang po kung meron po tayong, before I proceed to the shot distance, baka po meron tayong comments dito sa ating, ayan. Okay, no? Let us proceed po with our next slide. So, shot distance naman po tayo. Ang ginamit ko na lang pong picture dito is yung picture po ng aking wife. No? Meron po tayong long shot. If you can notice, as you can see po, yung long shot po is kinikater po niya yung buong part po ng katawan ng tao, from head to toe. Lahat po ng part ng tao ay nakikita po sa ating shot. While the medium shot, parang kalahati po ng katawan natin, no? From this level hanggang sa ulo po ng ating subject. While the close-up is from the shoulder hanggang sa head po. While the extreme close-up po is nag-show lang po tayo ng specific part po ng ating katawan. So ano po ba yung recommended na shots natin kapag gagawa po tayo ng video para sa ating mga learners? Ang i-recommend ko po is yung long shot and medium shot. No? Sometimes po yung iba gumagamit din po sila ng close-up. And dun sa camera angles naman po, ang ma-recommend ko po is yung eye level. No? Yung eye level po para hindi na po gumagalaw yung ating camera angles. And we do not want to kumbaga ayaw po nating maging negative yung implication ng ating angles sa ating mga learners. So ang mai-recommend ko po is yung eye level. Meron din po tayong shooting arrangement. Yung shooting arrangement po, it includes the location, the accommodation crew. No, yung location po, we don't have any problem with that because dahil work from home naman po tayo, if papayagan po tayo sa school, no, kung hindi po tayo pinayagan or if we are not allowed to shoot in our respective schools, it is recommended to use yung green screen po na tinatawag po natin. Kung wala po tayong medyo magandang background sa ating mga tahanan, pwede po tayong gumamit ng green screen. I am now presenting the MELCs with suggested radio and TV platforms. No? Ang mga ibang learning competency po ay sinasuggest talaga na gawan ng TV-based instruction. No? Meron din naman pong mga competencies na sinasuggest na gawan or mas bagay na gawan ng radio-based instruction. At meron din naman pong mga competencies na parehong bagay sa TV-based instruction and radio-based instruction. Yung ating example is grade level, grade 2, sa English po ito. With the grade level standards, the learner listens critically to 1 to 2 paragraphs, use appropriate expressions in varied situations, reads text for pleasure and information critically in meaningful thought units, respond properly to environmental prints like signs, posters, commands, and requests, and writes legibly simple sentences and message in cursive form. Like, for example po, yung ating first competency in quarter 1, which is classify, categorize, sound heard, animals, mechanical objects, musical instruments, environment, speech. Dito po sa ating suggested MELT, radio, and TV platform, mas okay po siyang gawan ng radio-based instruction. No? While the next competency is read the alphabets of English and associate to phonemes. So pwede po itong gawan ng TV-based instruction. And then the third one, mas bagay po siya sa TV-based instruction. And the fourth one is, which is recognize the use of a, an plus noun in simple sentences. Listen to. Mas okay po ito kung gagawan siya ng radio-based instruction. And meron naman pong mga competency like identify the English equivalent of words in the mother tongue or in Filipino. Mas bagay po siya sa dalawa, which is the TV-based instruction and radio-based instruction. Let's have another example for grade 7. No? The grade level standards is the learner demonstrates communicative competence through his/her understanding of the Philippine literature and other text types for a deeper appreciation of the Philippine culture. So dun sa unang competency, no, which is supply other words or expressions that complete an analogy, bagay po yung ating competency na to na gawan pareho ng TV instruction or radio-based instruction. While the second competency, no, which is identify the genre, purpose, intended audience, and features of various view texts such as movie clip, trailer, newsflash, internet-based program, documentary video, mas okay po itong gawan ng TV-based instruction. And ito po yung mga iba pa na pwede nating tignan. Actually po, yung pong ating mga list of suggested radio and TV platform na MELT ay meron din po sa ibang mga subjects. No? I will send the link po. Ito po yung link natin. Pwede po natin siyang tignan or screenshot. No? Ita-type lang po ito sa ating web. Okay, with that, thank you so much po for listening. I hope you learned a lot from this session. Good morning po once again. Thank you for the opportunity po. Salamat po.
There you go. Thank you so much po, Sir Art Lingat Quiambao, or Art David Lingat Quiambao. Yan. Yan po ang ating mga theoretical and conceptual concepts po ng TV production, which are very important for us to have an understanding as we go on to the application ng ating iba't ibang mga techniques or methods po sa paggawa ng online tutorial. So, as of this moment, sir, would you like to entertain questions? Or ang schedule po natin after po ng topic ni sir ay to have our health break. So, makapag-CR po tayo, makapag-coffee ng madalian. Then, we transfer to the next stream kung saan magkakaroon po tayo ng session regarding script writing fundamentals. So, ano po ang ano ng body? Check po tayo. Kaya bigyan niyo po kami ng cue kung paano tayo magpo-proceed. Sir Noel. Sir Art, i-share niyo naman po ang slides natin sa ating mga participants, no?
Yes po, sir. Siguro, okay. Sir, we can, if Sir Noel would permit us, pwede po natin siyang i-upload siguro sa ating page.
Ang Google pusa, sorry po.
Sa LB page po natin. Ang ganda po ng pusa ni sir.
Okay po. So since wala po tayong question, I am encouraging everybody to take advantage of the health break para makaunat-unat po tayo. Medyo ano po tayo, no? Baka na information overload tayo dun sa ating first session. Later on po, yun po kasi ay mga concepts na very important na alam natin, sir, di ba? So para tayo ay makapag-proceed po ng smooth sa ating mga ibang sessions, mag-health break po tayo, then we shall proceed to our next stream or channel. Huwag po kayong absent. See you po later.
Maraming salamat po.
Saglit lang po. I-award lang din po natin yung certificate, no? Sir, para tuloy-tuloy na po tayo.
Sige po.
Wait song, sabi ng ating control. Yan. Check ko din dito, baka meron po akong certificate. Wala na yung shortcut. Okay. Antabay lang po tayo. Okay. There we go. Alright, so let us award this certificate of recognition to Sir Art D. Quiambao for being the resource speaker during the division webinar workshop on audio and video-based or multimedia learning format development of online tutorial sessions held on April 26 at Division of Angeles City via Microsoft Teams. Ang nakalagay dito pero naka-StreamYard po tayo. And this is given on the 30th day of April 2021. Signed by Dr. Maria Arilyn P. Tamayo, ang ating pong OIC Schools Division Superintendent. Thank you so much po sa ating pong very informative session, Sir Art, na ating pong gwapong-gwapong speaker.
Thank you so much po, Sir Adrian. Mas guwapo po kayo kaysa sa akin, sir.
Ayun yung hinihintay ko. Harap daw po kayo sa camera, sir, doon sa ating camera. Harapan mo naman yung ating mga audience.
Yan.
Yan. Ako din daw, sir. Sabi ni Sir Noel daw, gwapo din daw siya, sir. Sabihan mo naman ng gwapo si Sir Noel.
Number 1 po si Sir Noel dyan.
Oo. Kaya hindi na yan nagpapakita. Ayaw nang ipamalas ang kanyang kagwapuhan. Sige, sige. Thank you so much po, Sir Art. Thank you so much
Maraming
po.
salamat po, and to all our participants, thank you for listening.
Okay po. Sige po.